Hey guys, what's up? Just chilling. Just thought I'd do a setup video. This is pretty much a maiden setup, so we'll see how this goes. But just thought I'd do a setup video of this Remix Mini. I have it plugged in, I have it turned on. I'm not sure where to go from there. I don't know if it needs to be hooked up to the internet. Where I'm at, I'm not close to my router, so I can't like plug in directly. I could do a crossover connection or what, but I'm not sure what's up. It's just kind of stuck on that screen there. So, but I know at first boot you do need a mouse. So maybe if I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my oh, okay, there we go. Look, there's something on the bottom there. It's like Chinese. So yeah, this is the initial setup, the first setup. I have never plugged this thing in, so you guys get to see what it looks like. Cool. So here we go. So it looks like it's, I don't know if you guys could see on the bottom of the screen there. It looks like it's installing something or maybe, formatting something. I'm not sure what it's doing. And I can't tell what that writing above it says. I believe that's probably Chinese, Cantonese, or Mandarin. I don't read that. But so yeah, this is the first setup boot up of the Remix Mini PC, which this is touted as the world's first true Android PC. Ooh, yeah, this one's pretty cool. I'm glad I got it. I bid on another Kickstarter project that was actually a failure, which was kind of bummer. It was my kind of, I guess you could say, my introduction to Kickstarter, and I'm hoping I get my money back for that one. That was $160. So yeah, they had a failed project. It was the Zero console, hover pad and touch controller Android console. And I kind of figured bad things were going on with that. They were kind of sketchy during their whole Kickstarter campaign. And I just went ahead and bid on it, because I thought it would be something cool to get as my first Kickstarter. But come to find out that it failed. Just totally their manufacturer reneged on them and wanted more funds to produce it. So that left all us backers out in the cold. So now we're just waiting for a refund. But yeah, it was a pretty whack campaign. They weren't really quick, and that's probably why the whole campaign they were kind of really slow with the updates. And I'm assuming that's just possibly due to the issues they were having. They didn't want to they probably just wanted to wait it out a little bit to see if things would have resolved. But they were having so many issues that they were just really slow. I mean, that's usually just to wait and see if things will go in your favor or not. But I guess in their case they didn't. So kind of bummer. I was looking forward to that, but now I'm just looking forward to getting my money back because I think I need a sound card for my laptops more than anything. So here we go. It says welcome. So that is the welcome screen. Okay, so here's where I'll probably need my mouse, but I'm wondering if my actual that Logitech, this KS400 keyboard right here, I'm wondering if this will actually work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in, and we'll give it a shot. If not, I have a regular mouse too, so if not, oh, oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, wow, I guess if you just touch this thing, it on the top, it's how it shuts off and shuts on. But I didn't mean to do that, dang it. Okay, I'm having a hard time putting in this USB port here. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, all right. So now I'm wondering what I do. One of them is obviously to turn off. So, okay. I figured I just click out of it. Okay. So here's the setup right here, guys. So let me go ahead and go a little closer so you can get a better view of that. All right, select your language. So we're going to go United States. Okay, maybe I click next. Okay, user agreement. Jide or Jeed, that's the company. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're good on there. Just display area. To optimize Remix OS for your screen, please adjust the slider below and fit the outer edge of the red frame to the edges of your screen. Let's see if I go. Oh yeah, where it was perfect. Okay. Probably all the way. That's good. So we'll go, yep. Wi-Fi setup. Searching for Wi-Fi networks. Okay. You know, I could go to Ethernet. I'm wondering if it'll, because I'm probably gonna have a hard time with this here. So I'm wondering if I do a crossover with my, you know, with my laptop. I may have to do that, guys, because I very much doubt it's gonna find my Wi-Fi. But let's go ahead and let me turn on the laptop really quick and see if I can do that. I'm not, maybe it'll. Uh-oh. Okay, now it detected my laptop. Didn't want it to do that. So let's go ahead and try to see if we can get any kind of crossover connection here, so we can possibly get on the internet right away. That'd be cool, So I'm plugging in. So right now what I'm doing is I'm plugging in an Ethernet cable from my laptop, because I usually have to do that because I don't get, adequate Wi-Fi where I'm at. And now what I have to do is get this remote and switch back over to the other connection, because since I put my laptop in, it threw me off. So okay, let's see. These TVs, man. Okay, so there we go. So it says searching for Wi-Fi networks. I kind of want to wait for this just to see if we can, maybe it'll do some updates really quick or whatever. So let's give it a second here. Actually, maybe I could just do it right now. So let's click Ethernet. Use Ethernet. Okay. So hold on. Wi-Fi setup. Okay. So I'm going to try this now, guys. This is usually how I do my Oya and certain things, because I don't... Okay, look, it says update is available. Download is about to begin. So it must have hit my Ethernet connection from my laptop, because it looks like it's downloading an update, so that's cool. Yeah, because I don't get too good of Wi-Fi where I'm at. I'm in a basement area with a ton of, pipes and stuff. There's a little, all those pipes next there, so they probably, don't really get too wow of a Wi-Fi frequency down here, Okay, so there was a system update right away. So let's go ahead and install this. So, boom. And the Logitech keyboard did work, I'm using the Logitech KS400, so that one actually worked. Okay, and now, I don't know what happened here. I installed the system update, and it looks like it turned off. And now, I see my green light on. Okay, there we go. Probably just resetting. So we're going through a pretty much complete setup with this. So, right now it looks like on initial... Okay, now we're in English language, so if you could see it change, so that's cool. Okay, on initial boot, when I plugged it in, it did automatically start, so it was going through a few things, and then I got to the Wi-Fi part, and at the Wi-Fi part, it wasn't really, I could have skipped that, but I figured, well, we'll try this Ethernet crossover thing, how I do, since I don't really got good Wi-Fi on my other devices, my laptop kind of feeds through. So I tried that, and then once we were on the Wi-Fi setup page, I don't know if you guys seen that, it prompted me for an update or something, and then it said install, and then, once it installed the update and reset, it came back to the startup screen, and then, as you can see below, it says installing system update, and my language was actually switched from Chinese to English, so now I'm in English language. So pretty cool, guys. This is probably going to be pretty cool. I'll probably just use it for basic stuff, like random surfing the web, just what I use everything else for, I guess, what you would use a tablet for, pretty much this is just on your TV, surfing the web, YouTube stuff. I don't think I'll play any games on it. Maybe light Android games, that might be fun. Just like that, surfing the web, YouTube, email, just really the web, YouTube, and email. And maybe, I mean, if it's getting connection this way, hooked up to my laptop, maybe I can run Kodi on it, and hope maybe it can stream what's on my laptop partition, so I might use it as like a Kodi server, So there's a few things, but I ain't gonna use it for any gaming or anything intense like that. I don't really know if it has the, power to you know, to game or something. So okay, so it's still installing the update. What was weird is on the bottom it said press F2 to enter recovery mode. So I guess if you're stuck at a boot loop or you're froze or something, you could press F2 and enter recovery mode. Word up. So yeah, we're still waiting here. And in the meantime, since we're waiting for all you guys that celebrated Thanksgiving, I hope you guys had a good one. I had a real good one. We had lots of food and lots of booze and, the whole 9 yards. It was fun. Definitely fun. But then afterwards, you feel like you put on a few pounds. I had to ride the bike yesterday. I had to take a bike exercise. With it's snowing here now, so couldn't do it outside. Had to do the treadmill bike we have in here, but I had to work off all that extra Thanksgiving calories I put on. But yeah, it was definitely nice. Hope you guys had a fun and safe one as well. So we're just waiting now. This was the first initial setup of the Remix Mini, the world's first true Android PC. So usually upon your first setup or loading or booting of any device like this, computer, tablet, whatever, there's always going to be updates, that you can install that need to be installed or whatever. So it's going to take a minute, but just, this is a good setup video just so people can see what the process of setting this thing up is actually entails too. It's I mean, and this is also because I'm hooked up to my internet as well. On the internet or Wi-Fi setup page, there was also a little icon on the bottom right corner that was an arrow that said skip. So if you don't have any way to get internet or Wi-Fi or anything like that, you can always click that skip and, somehow if you needed to do your updates at a later time, like if you were by your home router and could plug into your router or closer to your Wi-Fi signal, you can go ahead and then, hook up somewhere closer and activate and update then. Me, unfortunately for these devices like my Ouya and this and my tablet, I don't really get good Wi-Fi where I'm at. But my laptop gets I don't know if it's got a better Wi-Fi, what'd you say? Wi-Fi card, NIC card, Wi-Fi receiver, whatever, but my laptop gets pretty good Wi-Fi. So usually what I do is, like I said, I just do the Ethernet from the laptop to the Ouya or this or my game stick or whatever, and then that's pretty much how I get any connection, for that. Because as these devices with Wi-Fi themselves and where I'm at, I never get it, much. My tablets come through a little bit, but it seems like it's more like these little mini PC slash gaming Android devices that, I usually have to hook up the Ethernet cord from the laptop, and that's the only way I get any kind of connection. Because it'll read the Wi-Fi maybe for a second and then just dip. But on certain devices, it's different. One thing I noticed, which is weird, is the Wii. The Wii, I get good connection with the Wii. If you want Wi-Fi with the connection on the Wii, it picks up great. But then the thing too with the Wii is it's on an older protocol. I think it's like a wireless G. So if you have your router set for a newer protocol, you have to go into your settings and change it back so you can go ahead and hook up with the Wii. But it's pretty nice. It picks up connection good. But okay. So now we are at what looks to be the desktop, and it looks like there's a default desktop paper, our wallpaper background. My mouse and everything is still working. The Logitech keyboard did work, so looks like they got a trash bin, Play Store icon, file manager, Chrome, and they got Remix Central. It is, that's your typical icons you would see on any operating system, desktop, whatever. But you know, their start button's a little different. That's their little logo. I would assume that's a start button, the little Jide Tech or Jill Tech. So if we go and click there, look, here's a little view of the apps here. There's Calculator, Google Chrome, you know, Google Docs, Downloads, File Manager, Gmail, Google Settings, Play Store, Rare, Settings, Sheets, Slides. You know, you got a few. Looks like there's a little power thing. I wonder if that turn. Let's see what that does. Okay. Oh, so yeah, that is your, you know, your standby, restart, shutdown. Here's another little. Hey guys, what's up? Sorry about the cutting out there. I didn't pay attention to my phone and it said that I had reached the maximum recording time. Probably because I forgot to delete the old videos off of it. And then, you know, so I had to go ahead and do that. And then my tripod broke while I was doing that. So it took me a few minutes to fix it. But, okay, so let's continue off to where we were at. We're in their start menu now, which is their start menu. I don't know if you can see my little mouse cursor, but on the bottom left, okay, I clicked that, and this is, you know, pretty much a little menu of their apps right there. You got a power button right there, if you could see that. So that's how you turn on and off. There's, you know, a search, your magnifying glass to search for things. This, I was going to get into this before we cut off, so I'm assuming this was maybe a list of all the apps. I'm not sure, but let's click it. Okay, so, oh, and I guess it's just a way you can organize them by name, date, updated, usage. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I guess we just click out of there to close the menu. So then here's another button next to the start menu, a circular button. I don't know what that is, so let me go ahead and click that. Okay, I clicked it and it looks like it animated, but nothing happened, so I don't know what that is. Okay. And here's, okay, well, it says right there, downloads. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory. It has a downloads arrow there, you know, so that's telling you that's your downloads. And then if you click it, you know, the menu will open up. We haven't downloaded anything, so there's nothing in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see what their little taskbar looks like. So there's a, I don't know what that is. Okay, oh wow, I guess it does it on its own. It says memory cleanup. So if you click it, it says 24%. So, okay, maybe that's something they have built in to clean up the memory. I don't know. And there's your Bluetooth, which it looks like Bluetooth is on. I wonder if I turn Bluetooth off. If that'll, okay, because I'm not using any Bluetooth devices, so I can turn that off. All right. There's your sound, there's your keyboard, there's your internet, there's, you know, your my time's off. I'd have to set it, you know, it says 9:05. I'm actually at 6:05. And we're not Sunday, we're Saturday, so, you know, we're Saturday, so it's a day off. So, you know, I'm wondering if there's a way you could sync that with the internet. Maybe sometimes they allow you. Okay, notifications. Okay, so yeah. So this little thing in the right bottom corner, I don't know if you it's pretty. Let me turn over, watch. There you go. Okay. So if you guys can see that, look at the bottom right corner there. That's your notifications panel. Kind of looks like all the other notifications panels got like three little lines there. You know, so here's your notifications panel. You click any, you know, it would probably tell you if you had notifications in there. Obviously you don't. No notifications. Okay, do not disturb, so you can turn that on, off. There's location, you know, there's auto hide taskbar, screenshot, settings. So if we click settings, oh, okay. So through the notifications panel, we got to our settings. So, you know, here's pretty much where you would make all your settings, like kind of like your control panel, I guess, in Windows. Looks like there's, you know, your Wi-Fi settings, Ethernet settings, Bluetooth, VPN, you know, virtual private networking, printing settings, display, sound, language and input, date and time, default apps. So let's see what the default apps are. Okay, default apps. Chrome is the default browser, music, gallery. Okay, so, you know, telling you what your default apps are. You got notifications, applications. So let's click here. Let's see. Okay, and this is another view from the start view. So this tells you all the applications we got here. So, you know, we can go through these. Okay, this is like everything. Internal storage, 794 megabytes of 12 gigabytes. I wonder if that's how much I have left, or that's how much I'm using. I would assume that's how much I'm using, So here's all your this is all your what do you call it? Your apps right here. So let's go ahead and probably okay, yeah. So if you click it, it'll tell you app in, that's cool. Look. So if we go back and if you click any one, click it once, it'll tell you app info, Android keyboard, full screen mode are on. It tells you how much the size it's taken in your storage, there's where you can clear your clear your data and all that, clear cache. So that's pretty cool. So you can go back to app info, and here's the whole list. You can scroll down with that, see what they got there. That's pretty much gonna be your apps and all your services, Android services. These are probably a little more advanced. Those ones that that say com, those are you don't want to mess with those unless you know what you're doing. There, I see download. There's our downloads, application, download manager, Dragon Box, gallery application, Gmail, Google account manager. So, there's pretty much just a list of all your applications, not just, and I imagine the start menu over there, if we turn it over again and look to the bottom left, I imagine the start menu, those are like probably your main production apps, as this applications list everything, so we'll click that arrow to get out of that. So that's cool. Okay, there's your security, so you can see, screen lock, none, make password visible, device administration, unknown sources, your typical security features that you see in Android operating systems, because this is, underlying of this is Android, OS, so it has the same same security set that you would see there. Location, account. So if we look at accounts, there's no account yet because I'm pretty much just set it up. Update. So okay, it says current version Remix OS 2.0. Okay, it's telling you what version you have already, the latest version. So all right, we can go to, let's see what that, okay, options. So there's three little dots there. If you see that, then there's the options that pops up. So, automatically install updates. And that just, basically you can, set whether you want it to automatically install them. It's telling you available updates will be downloaded and installed automatically when the system is idle. So there's your update section, so that's pretty cool. And accessibility, for people with disabilities that have certain things they need to use, you can activate them there. Experimental features. Ooh, look, it even has like a beaker lab glass thing, like you're experimenting in chemistry or something. That says experimental features. So let's click that. Okay. Warning. The following features. Oh yeah, it's gonna tell you straight up, so you gotta be careful when you're messing with these ones. So it says warning. The following features are all experimental. There it says, guys, all experimental, which may bring unexpected effects to the system. Before turning on any features, please understand its functions and consequences. Don't show again. Okay, but you definitely need the one. Show back button on the taskbar. Okay, so yeah, press enter to send. In messaging apps, press enter to send message and press shift plus enter to create line break. Simulate two-finger pinch gestures. Oh wow. When Remix OS operates within a device without touchscreen functions, you can press and hold Alt Control. Remix operating systems operates within a device without touchscreen functions. You can press and hold Alt Control while clicking and holding. Press and hold Alt Control while clicking and holding your left mouse button and moving your mouse around or scrolling your mouse to simulate a two-finger pinch gesture. So basically, you just click Alt and Control, and do your two-finger pinch gesture. So that's kind of cool. Okay. Prohibit start app in the background. Prohibit one app from starting a new app in the background. This will increase the power usage, time, and performance. That's pretty cool. So you can prohibit start app in the background. It's basically telling you can prohibit one app from starting a new app in the background. This will increase the power usage, time, and performance. Okay, so And global languages. More global language options are available in language settings. So, a couple experimental features. I'm thinking the most experimental one is probably the two finger pinch gestures. I might want to try that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we'll get out of there. Okay. Okay. Let's see. All right, and reset. I'm assuming that's a factory reset. I don't want to click that yet. I mean, but that's probably what it is. Reset you back to if you're, having some kind of performance issues, or you're running really slow, or you jacked something up, messing with their experimental features. Unexpected. Like it says, it can bring unexpected performance to your system. Then you probably want to go ahead and click your reset button there, which would probably do you a factory reset. And there is the about button right there, about icon. It has an eye, so it could be about, basically your info about your device. So let's go ahead and click on that. And, it's status of network and other information, legal information, model number, Remix Mini, serial number, telling you, all that good stuff. Remix OS version 2.0, Android version 5.1, kernel version, build number. Okay, so just basically, everything everything there. So let's see. Okay, looks like it said Wi-Fi, so let's go ahead and click out of it. So that pretty much looks like that was about it. That's your main apps there. You can also get to your Google settings there, I see. So if we click Google settings, okay, it gives us a big screen. So yeah, this is your Google settings, So one thing I don't know is, okay, you go to the top, and then if your title bar, you go to the top, and then your title bar comes down, and then that's like, if you want to go to your previous page, obviously you probably hit. Let's see if you guys can see that. There's an arrow in the upper left corner there. If you want to go to your previous page, you'll hit that arrow. Okay, and so let's get a good view of this. Okay, and in the upper right corner, if the box comes down, I don't know if you guys can see that, where my little icon is in the upper right corner. It's kind of hard for me to point it out too, but it's like somewhere over there. Okay, you guys can see there's your to minimize your screen, to close it, and to maximize it. So if you want to get out of this screen, you'll just go up there, menu, the title bar will drop down, just hit the X and it should close. Okay, and there we go. So that was your Google setting. Let's see if there's your other settings. Okay, so click this thing. Okay, I don't see how to get to the other settings, so oh yeah, there it is. Okay, you click that, so that'll get to those settings. But you can also get to that too from the notifications panel there. If you notice the notifications there, and I see if you guys can see on the bottom right there, that's your notifications panel, and then it opens all that. And I think the settings, we got to the settings from right there. See, if you even click it, it'll say settings. So click that, and that'll open up. And that is pretty much the breakdown of the Remix Mini. This is the Remix Mini OS PC, the world's first true Android PC. It's running Android 5.1. I'm not even sure what that is. Is that Lollipop, or so it's running version 5.1. So it's not an older version of Android, and then that's pretty much it. It's just a mini, what you would probably call mini PC. I know some of you guys have seen, I did, was talking about the HTPCs, home theater, personal computers, and your smart TV sticks. It's just kind of another, I guess you could say, iteration, of one of those. It just, it in a different, form and shape. As the TV sticks, they look kind of like, a flash drive with an HDMI connector on the end. That's pretty much what they look like, just flash drives with HDMI connectors on them to plug into your TV. The Android boxes, they look somewhat like, watch, I'm going to move this camera. So if you guys can see the Remix Mini box there, and that's like I said, I had to hook up with the Ethernet to get any kind of internet because the Wi-Fi is pretty whack. But yeah, that's pretty much what the smart TV boxes look like. They're similar to something like that. They'll just come in a different shape. Some will be square, some will be circular like that. Some will be, more rectangle, look like a cable box. So, basically they just pretty much vary in shape and size, but for design and function, they're pretty much the same. This one, it just is a little different than a lot of those ones you'll get. They'll come with just your standard, how would I say it, stock Android operating system experience, and I mean, once you learn how to use Android, then it's, you're pretty much the same on it's pretty much the same throughout the platforms, so I mean, most of those tablets and home theater PCs, TV boxes, like I said, they come with what I'm going to call a vanilla plain Jane version of Android, as this one tries to flip it up. These guys Jide Tech, they developed their own operating system called the Remix OS, and that was basically what they had did and were working on before they even put this hardware out, so they just pretty much adapted it for these pieces of hardware. So I would assume it's supposed to run fluidly on this, although I haven't tried it yet. And some people that I've read in the comments, they think it's a little underpowered. I don't know what their applications are, what they're doing with it, if they're trying to play games or not. But for me, for basic web surfing and the stuff I think I'm gonna do, like YouTube, I would assume it should be able to handle that, and even just basically streaming from my laptop. I mean, like I said, I'll probably put Kodi on or something and use it as that purpose as well, instead of having to use my laptop for that. So I think it should be fine. So I don't think it's going to be too underpowered. It is a quad core. There's some kind of quad core processor in there. I'm not sure what it is, and I think I got the 2 gigabytes of RAM and the 16 gigabyte of storage. The upgraded version, as they have one that has 1 gigabyte of RAM and 8 gigabytes of storage. So hopefully that extra gigabyte of RAM will help with performance wise, which they kind of say it will, and I'm thinking it will a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just, I showed you guys a picture of it. Just basically a mini computer. You could even put this probably in the smart TV box category, home theater, personal computer, because there's a lot of people that are going to use it for that. They don't want to buy a laptop or anything like that for streaming video or audio or media, whatever, to use Kodi for. So they'll get something like this, which ain't going to break the bank, and they'll use it for that. So there's different uses. Some people might actually use it as a computer, just hook it up to their TV and get like a Logitech keyboard like I have, or a mouse, wireless mouse and wireless keyboard combo, and use it for production. You got Google Sheets and Google Documents and all that, so you can use it for work related stuff too. So there's various uses. You can use it for work stuff, to play games, for streaming needs, and that's not just with this one. That's for all these devices as well. This one is just a little different. It's their own, I guess you could say, operating system, their own interface. I mean, it is underlying. It is an Android shell is the underlying part of it, but it's their own twist over the Android shell. So they'll maybe introduce cool new features in the future. They have control over what they can add or take off or whatever. So I guess if anything, we'll just have to wait and see. I haven't really tried anything. I just showed you guys that. I mean, I can go to Google Chrome, I guess, and we'll see if Chrome works. There we go. So, okay, and then welcome to Chrome. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, just put accept. Set up Chrome. Okay, so we could set up Chrome. I don't want to do that, but I'm sure everything works, I think I'll be fairly happy with it. I have, excuse me, guys. I have so many other devices that, I play with, and just I'm busy with other things, music and that, but I want to make time for this. I got one of those Raspberry Pis last year, and I never even opened it. I just got busy with everything else, and I'm gonna have to get on that here soon. Just to play with that. I mean, by the time I get on that, they might have a new one out. So everything changes. But I'll go ahead and just sign off and saying, yeah, it's the Remix Mini um, PC, the world's first true Android PC, and it was a Kickstarter product. Excuse me, guys, my throat was getting. The seasons are changing over here. You know, I live in Colorado, and they don't call us the Rocky Mountains for nothing. It's starting to get kind of cool up here, so you know, it's kind of getting my throat a little dry and whatnot. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys the rundown, pretty much setup of what this thing does. I'm sure some of you have devices similar, some of you may not. You know, you can check my unboxing video too. I kind of tried to explain this technology. I put some links up there in eBay. You know, I put a separate category for the TV stick, you know, versions of these devices, which are usually generally cheaper. You know, they're slimmed down, they're small, they're just pretty much like a flash drive, something you can carry in your pocket. And then, you know, I also put the actual TV boxes, which are a little bigger than the sticks as well. So, you know, if you want to check out my unboxing of this, you can get maybe a little description of what this technology is about. And, you know, there's links on eBay to the two different, there's plenty of designs of these. You know, now they make them in different shapes and sizes and everything. But, you know, I pretty much put links to eBay in my unboxing video of this, of the two main ones, I guess you could say, which are the stick models, which, like I said, they look like a flash drive with the HDMI connector on the end, and the smart boxes, which are similar to this little Remix Mini. They're little circular or rectangular or square boxes that you hook into your HDMI port on your TV. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys. I mean, you know, it's pretty long, thorough setup. Pretty much showed you everything. I don't think I need to surf the web, but I am hooked up to the internet, as it was able to install the updates, you know, and download and install them. So I don't feel like setting up Chrome and everything, but you guys got to see the desktop, what the icons look like. I guess you could say the notifications panel, the applications menu. I'm pretty much went through everything, you know. So pretty cool little device. I don't know if it would be for everyone, but I think I'll have fun with it. Like I said, it's a Kickstarter uh, product, so I don't know if this will actually be at a store you can get it at. I don't know if you can go to Walmart or Kmart and get these yet. You might still have to order it directly from them. Maybe in the future, you know, I know that's what a lot of those Kickstarter projects are for, is to help get them funded so they can get out there a little more commercially. So maybe you'll be able to pick this up at Best Buy or one of those places here in the future. But if not, you know, you'll just have to go to the guys direct. The Kickstarter's over, but they, you know, they have a website, so I'm pretty sure you can place an order through there. And I wouldn't doubt it if these things will start showing up on eBay in the future. People will get them and not learn how to use them, or not want to use them, or not need them, so they'll sell them. Or, you know, some distributors will order maybe a you know, a batch of them and sell them on eBay. So they'll show up eventually in the future. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's like I was saying, it's weather, you know, getting my throat. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. That was the Remix Mini, you know, the world's first true Android PC, and we got an unboxing video, and this was just, you know, kind of a thoroughly detailed, pretty much just showing you what's under the hood, you know. So all right, you guys take care. Peace out.